It is Friday, December 21st, 2018. It is 6 p.m. Eastern. Well, 6:01. I'm a minute late. I'm sorry, guys. 6:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2300 UTC, 9 p.m. in the West Coast. And we are live here on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here, all of you guys. And thank you so much, CLT, Culture, Lifestyle, Travel, also known as Alex Cruz, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And it's gonna be a fun night. I have a good feeling about this. To quote the Star Wars, they used to say, "I have a bad feeling about this." Was it Luke Skywalker? And then everybody started saying the same thing. I have a good feeling about this. It's um, it's a good time. Hello, Joe Croto, and thank you so much, Joe, for that koozie. I'm gonna show it in a few minutes here. And David Roth from Sandy, Utah. Can't wait to go back to Utah. I love Utah. And Ted Warg from Northwestern Pennsylvania. Hello there. And Faith Rada. Love your life story, Faith, in New Hampshire's Snowbird. Thank you so much for being here. Rick Baker. Oh, and this thing is going fast. And this mouse is. Hello, Barbara Frutel from Germany. And thank you for your life story. Merry Christmas and your family. Thank you so much, Dennis Portos. Merry Christmas. All the best to you and family. And David Sager. And a high 62 degrees in New Hampshire. That's rather balmy for you guys, isn't it? Well, it was in the high 70s today in Miami. It was windy, actually. Breezy, let's call it that way. Obsessive Compulsive, also love the live story video this week. Happy Christmas to you and yours. Thank you so much. And I think that live story video was many years in the making, and I was really, really happy to be able to share that with you guys. Um, because a lot of people had asked, let me actually put the camera. This is live, right? We can make changes on the go. And there. That's better. You can see the Christmas, there, the Christmas tree, the guitar that Paul Fowles gave me, my refrigerator back there with all the stickers, all the funny stickers. And thank you so much for that super chat, Mr. Christopher Esquivel. Feliz Navidad from New Orleans. And Feliz Navidad to you. Merry Christmas. And hopefully I'll make it to New Orleans soon. And let's see who else is here. Oh, this traveler. Hello there. And let me show you guys something here. I'm a little disorganized today. I won't lie. But this traveler sent me this very nice Christmas card here to Robert and family, and I really appreciate it. I thought it had something inside. That's it. So thank you, Eric. I really appreciate it, man. And I had this other Christmas card from Scott and Ashley Horn, and they not only sent me this Christmas card. There's a pelican back there, a ceramic pelican, and they sent me that. And the other pelican in the back, that's courtesy of my good friends in Melbourne, Florida. Oh, let me keep reading here. Actually, what happened? Did it freeze? No. Joke. Okay. Scott Horn. Hello, Robert from Greenwood, South Carolina. Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas to you, and thank you so much for the pelican and the Christmas card. That was very thoughtful of you. CD on the way. Should have it tomorrow. And yeah, I apologize for anybody who like the CDs have been delayed. I'm kind of good at this YouTube video thing, but at shipping and receiving CDs, I kind of suck. So I apologize if there's been a delay on the shipping of the CDs and the stickers. You know, I'm sorry. In Cleveland, Ohio, Merry Christmas, Jerry Hodges. And Joe Crotor, really enjoyed your live videos. Well done. RV Ashes in April. Loved the live story. I went and checked out your other channels and enjoyed listening to your music. Thank you so much. Yeah, then And I do have a lot of. It's kind of a mess. I need to organize that music channel a little better, but there's a lot of old music stuff there from all the stuff that I've done here in Miami, especially after. But I have some pretty old stuff from the early '90s or mid '90s, but then I have some stuff from the digital era, as I like to call it. An HD lowrider Merry Christmas from North Georgia, one of my favorite parts of the country, and Merry Christmas to you. And this Sunday's video is going to be Micalola Falls State Park, which I enjoy thoroughly. Very nice. Traveling Buckeyes, Merry Christmas. We really enjoyed your video yesterday. Thank you so much. A long time coming, that video. But hold on a minute. It's Friday, so we have to have some kind of. There we go. Wrong side. We should have some kind of adult beverage, right? And this is mystery beer, and you're not gonna find out until the end of the video, of course. And this, of course, is a cooler, a koozie, courtesy of Joe Crota from New Hampshire. Actually, I have to look for an opener. There's the That's a trick I learned many years ago. Just bang it against an edge and. Cheers. And besides that ceramic pelican back there, I got this from Scott Horn. I got this pelican. It's a magnet. Very cool. I love getting stuff in the mail, and I forgot to go to the PO box today. So if yours didn't make it by today, I'll show it on the next live video. The type letter was in that card envelope. Yes, it was. As a matter of fact, this traveler. You know, I'm a tiny bit discombobulated today. Indeed, Sunday video will be great. Christmas present to you all. Yeah, and I've got the typed letter here. And Eric says, season greetings, Robert. As the year comes winding down, I have to say that there have been plenty of surprises and challenges this year. This also marks another chapter in your travels as well. Have yourself a good Christmas this year, and may your new year bring safe travels as you explore and challenge yourself to new sights and sounds. Thanks for everything you do, and no, thank you. Thank you, thank you all for watching and being here. Because if it wasn't for you, really, I mean, I would still be doing this as a hobby, but not as much. And your feedback, you have no idea how much it's an incentive uh, to keep doing what I do. Um, okay, let me see here. We're glad you guys like them. Thank you. Thank you so much. Amazing stuff. I ever consider doing a Miami meetup? Yes, a lot of people have been asking for that, and maybe right now, December, everybody's kind of running crazy. But when I get back to the West, we're gonna do a meetup here in Miami. I'm thinking maybe if you guys can think of a venue, because I don't really get out much in Miami, believe it or not. I usually, but maybe we can do something like in Happy Wine, or I don't know. Eat, sleep, RV, repeat. We are Cuban too, and my family arrived in 1966. Your story really resonated with me. And Yeah, you know, we've all got a slightly different story, but it's very similar in a sense. The reason why we all came here, right, from Cuba. What's the beer of the night? Well, it's a secret until the end of the night, thanks to our friend Joe from New Hampshire. I'm gonna keep it here, secret, until the end of the night. Maybe I'll reveal it. I recently bought your hoodie. It's very nice. Yeah, I have one too, actually. I just received it. And I wouldn't really need it here in Miami, but I'm going to be using it on my upcoming trip to the West for sure. Lucky Dog, loved your timeline of your live video, Robert. Thank you so much. And and today maybe I'm just gonna go through the list and maybe I'll skip really like until the end at some point. But Robert, do you have a Christmas tradition? I don't really have a strong Christmas tradition, to be honest about it. I usually roast some pork and just have a dinner here with my mom and the immediate family, and nothing too elaborate. Pandas Hyper 9000. I'm out. Well, Amaranto Cabrera. Hey Robert, by the way, great biography video you did. Thank you so much, Amaranto. Appreciate it. Matthew Thurmond, are you and your wife? Oh gosh, no. um, hold on. Hi Robert, happy holidays to you and the family and the Red Jaguar. I mailed you something out for you today. Thank you so much, Herbie. I look forward to seeing what it is. Marion Seeley, raising an IPA to you and wishing you and your family very best for the holidays. Well, I'm raising an IPA to you too. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you guys. Hey Robert, any plan to come to Las Vegas? Yes, as a matter of fact, probably early February. It's gonna be cold, I'm sure, but in early to mid February, I'm going to be in that area. At least that's the plan. Joe Croto, Merry Christmas to your mom as well as your family. And my mom might be joining me on this crazy road trip, probably up by Reno or Sacramento. We'll see. Karen Hicks, hello from Wimberley, Texas. Hello from Miami, Florida. Luis Di Pascuo, feliz Navidad y un excelente 2019 y a disfrutar de esa hermosa Colorado con nuevos viajes que nos permiten viajar en nuestra mente a la distancia. Gracias a tu canal. Saludos desde Salta, Argentina. And what he says is Merry Christmas, an excellent in 2019, and enjoy that beautiful Colorado with new trips that allows us to travel in our mind in the distance thanks to your channel. And greetings from Salta, Argentina. And one of these days, un día de estos voy a ir a Argentina, hasta la Patagonia. So, algún día. And that's what I'm saying. Well, one of these days, I wanna travel all the way south to Argentina, and is it Ushuaia? Ushuaia. That's the city that where you take the cruise to the Antarctica. That would be it. That would be like the next bucket list. Have you easy camping? Have you named your truck yet? Yes, pretty much. I'm kind of settled on Chameleon, but I'm still gonna call it just the Colorado. But Chameleon is like the nickname because it changes color depending how the sun hits it. What has been your favorite campground outside of Florida? Oh man, outside of Florida, actually my favorite campground, although it was incredibly expensive, has been in Florida, which is probably Camp Golf in Destin. But it's not my favorite. Outside of Florida, you know that the Amicalola Falls State Park is a very nice campground. I gotta say that. So that's the one that I'm thinking right now. Laid back John, hi from Kentucky. I had never tried an IPA until yesterday, and I only tried it because of your influence. I bought a six pack for $10, so I made myself drink all of them. Hello, not for me. Well, it's not for everybody. It's a strong taste, and a whole six pack, right? Must have been a happy night. None needed. Hello, Robert. Thank you for being online again. You're very welcome. RV Cruising. Hello, RV Cruising. Hello, Bob. Hiya, Robert. None needed. This thing has a tendency, if I page down, it all goes up. So if I missed any of your messages, type it again. I'm sorry. Just copy and paste, and I'll read it. Mark Drennan, not nice, Matt. Someone needs to ban him. What did Matt say? Well, I'm sure someone will. Okay, CLT, we should do a meetup at Mikosuki Indian Reservation, or we can all hang out, camp out, and drink up and stay over the night, no charge. Yeah, the Mikosuki, they do allow overnight camping. Although some of you I know that don't are not RVers yet, so. And Omar Rivera is hanging out with RV Cruising. All right, my buddies from Melbourne and Cocoa Beach area. Andrew Evanoff, greetings from South Carolina. Merry Christmas, Reverend. Merry Christmas to you, Andrew. And Sharon Preston from Pensacola, Florida, the place that I've driven many times by, but I've never actually visited. And Jackie Trujillo, hi, Robert. Nice biography. It was great to hear about your life. You look so much like your dad. You have great parents. Yes, I do. My parents were great. Well, my mom is still alive, but they were great raising me up. Hmm. I think I'm coming up with something. And not needed, Feliz, happy, soul invictus. Jesus was born in December, but the history tell. It doesn't matter where Jesus was born. We're just celebrating the holidays, Christmas. Dr. Michael Mutt, wonderful channel. Thank you so much, Dr. Michael Mutt. Obsessive compulsive. I really like the white car in your old pictures. Was that yours or your dad's? American cars always look great. Well, the white or kind of off white, creamy Impala, that was my dad's actually. But I love that car. Oh, I learned how to drive on that car, and I used to love it. The Buick Regal, that was mine. It was not a great car, to be honest about it. WV Deto grew up in Coral Reef Drive, left in the 60s and 50 years in Fairbanks, Alaska. South Florida calls to me through your videos. Thank you. And Fairbanks, Alaska calls to me through you because I did love the few days I was there, albeit during the summer solstice. So, but I would love to visit in the winter and see what it is like. If for someone who has lived most of his life here near the tropics, and I was born actually south of the Tropic of Cancer. Um, I would really love to experience winter in Fairbanks or even further north. I would like to experience the experience of not having daylight for 24 hours. That would be interesting. And see the northern lights, of course. This traveler at none needed, that might be a big issue. It's best to only send stuff that you can, as I'm sure alcohol is not able to be shipped. Actually, I've been shipped beer from Kentucky, believe it or not. Don't tell anybody. I love tomatoes. Hi from Indiana, Wolves. None needed. This traveler, so better send savory or sweets. What's Robert's favorite? Savory, his favorite. Lance Wallach, Merry Christmas from Lake Anna, Virginia. Merry Christmas to you, Mark Allen. Hello, Robert from Mark in Charlotte, North Carolina. Me, my Petaway live. Hi, Robert and guys. I thanks for the story of your journey, and I wish you awesome Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Paul Rodriguez, thank you for posting the video of your life and places that you have moved and traveled to. You're very welcome. It was my pleasure. I've been meaning to make that video for many, many years. Hi, Robert. Merry Christmas. Do you see the HOV lane when traveling through Atlanta? We didn't know if it. Oops. I usually try to avoid the HOV lanes because those are either that's usually like the express lane. So if I'm towing, just in case, I don't do those. And we have those here in Miami. They used to be HOV lanes, and now they are like express lanes, and they charge you for them. So I try to avoid them. Oath Keeper, hello Robert. We really enjoyed your live video. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Mark Drennan, Bondage Thing. Hello Robert. How are you, my friend? I'm doing great, Mark. It's been busy for the last couple of days. I won't lie about it. And It's been a little bit of a stressful couple of weeks, but not anymore. Just because I started tackling too many things, too many review videos. I'm putting a new hitch on a Mini Tini. I'm putting new solar panels, and you're gonna see videos of all those. But I'm gonna continue with the timeline. Right now, I'm finished the Georgia Alabama storyline. So I'm gonna be about a month behind for a while. And we have a super chat from Bikes Boaks. You know, I was at Happy Wine before I came here. Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs by Eliana. Holiday Drink. Say hi to mom. I will. Thank you so much. And I will buy Eli a drink after we finish here on the live video. Christopher Olson, and I know I skipped a bunch of messages. Type it again, please, because it's. I mean, okay, I'm just gonna go through them real quick. From Nottingham, England. Hello, Ralph. I'm gonna go real quick here. Hello, Robert. I'm just wondering, are you getting a dash camera? I have that Sony camera that I'm gonna keep using for the time being, Jackie. Susprang, hi Robert, really enjoy watching your video. Wishing your family Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad to you too. Thank you. From Key Largo, Clunker59, did you say it doesn't matter when Jesus was born? Well, it doesn't matter when he was actually born. We celebrated on December 25th, right? So some people say that through science and stuff that he was born in March, April. Who cares? To us, he was born on December 25th, and that's what we're celebrating. So that's the point, of the season. My dad did own some Buicks back in the day here in Europe, and it was a big thing between all the European cars. That 1981 Buick I had didn't turn out to be a good car. Um, I had a lot of problems with it. What's a good IPA for a non-IPA drinker to try? Lagunitas IPA. That was my first one, and that's the one I would try first. Omar Rivera, have you thought of your new Pelicans to fly yet? Have you taught your new Pelicans to fly yet? No, but I have a glass Pelican back there behind the ceramic Pelican. There's a glass Pelican, and you know which one that is, right? I was in Fairbanks, Alaska in the army, and it was 60, no, 60 below. Are you serious? I know there's a big military base there, and that when I was there, a family member of mine was serving there, and then he went to Afghanistan. So, yeah, William Storm, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family, and may you continue to entertain us with your super production. Best wishes and cordial greetings from William in Belgium. Cordial greetings to you, William, from Miami, Florida. Okay, Christopher also. I have seen the sunset, the sun for 3 days, and then only for 2 hours. Do not recommend from Sweden. But for someone like me who's always lived in the tropic, that stuff is kind of cool. And maybe the spring you can travel around the Ozarks. Oh, I'm watching that series now, the Ozark series on Netflix. And if I didn't, I wanted to travel to the Ozarks before, but now I want to travel there even more. So definitely, I want to send you some Belgian beer from the monks locally, like some Trappist stuff. I love that stuff. I actually, before IPAs, what I used to drink was Chimay, which is a Trappist Belgian beer, and I love that stuff. I'm driving from Pittsburgh to South Florida tomorrow. Wish me luck. Well, good luck. It's gonna be a long drive, but I love the open road. So, hola Robert, my wife and me always watch your videos from long time. Somos argentinos viviendo en Toronto hace 30 años. Nos gustó muchísimo tu historia. Eres una gran persona. Happy holidays. Thank you so much, Marcelo, from Argentina. And the next time I'm in Toronto, I hope to meet you guys. Definitely. Natural Sunrider. And this thing is like, it's impossible to follow the chat nowadays. You would love Pensacola. Yeah, definitely. And I'm not gonna visit Pensacola on this coming upcoming trip yet either. But one of these days, I'm gonna make it. Robert Vnekak. I saw your video when you drove out west and rented a Class C. What would you rather have, a Class C drivable or a trailer? Ideally, a small Class C or a B plus or even a B, because the trailer is kind of a burden in the sense that you have to take it to a campground eventually, unplug, unhitch, and then go somewhere. If you had something small or even a small Class C, you could, on a whim, just stop somewhere. And towing the trailer, you don't have that option. The trailer, in my sense, was the most inexpensive option at the moment that I could tow with my existing car that would fit in my driveway, and it was relatively inexpensive. It was less than $20,000. But it's not my ideal or the ultimate RV that I would like to have. Let's just put it that way. This is just still, at this point, even with all the upgrades and modifications that I've done to it, this is our entry level RV. Eventually, we want to get something else. Fairbanks right now minus 24 Fahrenheit, 3 hours 40-minute daylight, solstice weekend. Yes, you're welcome in my house where any time, Robert. Yes, I would love to go there, but not only Fairbanks. I would love to drive up to Wiseman, north of the Arctic Circle. When and I met the family that lived there at the lodge where we stayed, the Hicks. I want to say it was Jerry and Uta Hicks, their name, and they said in this time of the year, like at noon, they get a little bit of like a glare on the northern horizon, and that's the all the daylight they see. And I would like to see that because it is so different from where I am. Maybe to them the tropics would be equally puzzling. This traveler, Manny Garcia, Robert, have a beautiful Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Manny Garcia. Appreciate it. Mark Drennan, I'd love to see the video on the new trailer Hitch. And unfortunately, Christmas usually is a stressful time for everybody, but it will soon be over and you'll be on your way out west. And yes, it's stressful not only because of Christmas, because I've actually tackled too many things at the same time, but I have a tendency to do that anyways. But the only thing with that new hitch that I'm using, it kind of hangs low to the ground. So, and the thing with Nintendo the trailer is has a very low tongue height. It's like 16 feet off the ground. So that's lower than most trailers. Even Airstreams are like 19. So Mark Drainer, I'd love to see the video. Okay, yeah, I did that already. Now, man, I appreciate your work and your live chat. No worries. You've been behind posting. And Jose Arredondo from San Antonio, Texas. Hello there. Merry Christmas from Germany. And hopefully we can see more of your videos from. And I'm back. Boom. Live. So if I missed your comment, I'm really sorry. Um, Copy and paste it again and we'll be good. Paul Falls, hi this. So Paul Falls was commenting. Sesame Sun, that was a beautiful video about your life. Thank you for sharing that. Very well done. Thank you so much. And to be honest about it, originally I wanted to make a much more elaborate video, but I'm a perfectionist sometimes. And if I wanted to make the video that I really wanted to make, I would have never finished it. So, but you got 90% of what I wanted to say. So. Gary Carter, hi Robert, shout out to my wife for me, Sharon. We watch all your travels. Happy holidays to you and your family. Thanks, Carter from Georgia. And happy holidays, Sharon. And happy holidays to you, Gary. This traveler, like all things, there's pros and cons to trailer RV and motorhome RVs. I got to pick the ones that you're comfortable to be in. Yes, and I totally agree with you, Eric, this traveler. And as I said, this RV was a compromise, was like an entry level for us. Eventually, we want something motorized, especially after we got a taste. We drove that B plus in Europe, and after we drove that B plus in Europe, we were kind of hooked on that concept. Joe Croto, ever been to North Pole, Alaska? Yes, I have been actually. As a matter of fact, you can get cards postmarked from there. Yes, I was in North Pole, Alaska back in 2010. I mean, the place was a tourist trap. Let's be honest about it. But it's a nice one. You know, the light poles are candy canes, and they have all the Christmas themed stores and all that. It's cool. It's right out. It's just like 10 miles east of Fairbanks. It's a cool town. Ozarks are beautiful. Yes, most likely on my way back from this trip out west, which is really not all that well planned yet. Um, I wanna visit Arkansas. I wanna visit the Ozarks, Little Rock, and then maybe go up to Missouri. We'll see. But it's an area that I do want to visit. CLT, hey this, Paul, Lucky Dog, Joe, Red Jaguar Bikes. Where is Grandma Patty? Good question. You know, Grandma Patty used to be a staple here on our chat, and she's no longer coming. Boca Chita Key Campground Meetup. Is there a campground in Boca Chita? Isn't that like a military place? I mean, if someone invites me, I'm more than willing to go. Yeah. No, you know, for like a month, I've had this like cold that wants to get me, but I got good antibodies. It's not getting me. Paul Falls, give a hint, Robert. A hint about what? About our caravan coming up? Robert, have you already 220 all the way to Newport to Boston? or did I miss something? I've been to Boston, but I don't understand the question all that well. CLT, we miss her this. Yeah, I miss Grandma Patty too. Christopher Payson, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your story. Thank you so much. David Miller, ho ho ho, from Tucson, Arizona. Hola, Robert. I'm going to Tucson soon. Although I might skip. No, I'm gonna pass by Tucson early January. Epic Blue Hedgehog. Hello there, my Miguel Garate. Happy holidays from Kendall. Happy Friday. Great video yesterday. My family similar story. Look forward to meeting you soon. Look forward to meeting you too. Maybe if you do finally do that Miami meetup, we'll get to meet. There is Elder. Hey Robert, I have a good question about you for your YouTube channel. Can you do a huge road trip once a year, like the Chicago trip? Well, I'm taking the huge road trip now all the way to Arizona and California. Then I'm gonna go up. Uh, the idea is to make it all the way to Seattle, Vancouver, circle around through Victoria, take the ferry back to Port Angeles, and then back southeast. So eventually we'll do that. Carlos Lucena. Oh, retired and prepper from Tennessee. Carlos Lucena, hello from your travels from Venezuela. Oh, Venezuela. Hello there. Hola. My best regards. Muchos saludos. Saludos a ustedes en Venezuela. And this traveler, I think traveling Robert should spend a few days where I am at. Hoping he will. There's some great places, and so I will, Eric. Although on this coming up trip, maybe I'll only get to spend one day, but maybe on the way back I'll get to spend more. It's Boca Chica is in Biscayne Bay. Oh, you know what, Boca Chica? I was mistaking it for Boca Chica, which is right next to Key West. Okay, Boca Chica, Biscayne Bay. Look it up. Has lighthouse and a campground. I'll check it out. Michael Garate, Happy Wine is loud. Well, it is. We went early, so Happy Wine wasn't all that loud. Uh, I like Happy Wine when it is kind of empty, but when it is crowded, and then they have the live music, yeah, it could be loud. Luke A, I really enjoyed watching your Scandinavia videos. Are you planning another trip to Europe? Merry Christmas 2021 Europe. 2021. That's the plan. Matt Clark, hello from Georgia, and someone from El Paso. Hello from El Paso, IR 100319181. And Paul Falls, hello El Paso. Yeah, we're gonna be in El Paso at some point very soon. Drone Bot, hello Robert. And I missed it. How about coming to the MO Ozarks? I'll take you some world class trout fishing. I would love that. I would love that. And the drone bot, just get in touch with me, and when I pass through that area in spring, maybe we can. Paul John, hi. Did you get back to Miami okay with that new GPS? Well, I haven't quite tried that new GPS like in the wild yet, but downtown Miami seemed like a perfect place to test it because that's the one place where a large RV would have trouble, and I did good. Okay, I'm gonna reset the chat if I missed your comment. Sorry about that. You like your new GPS? Saw video when tested. I haven't fully tested it yet. For so far, I like the fact that it will route me through the most direct route. I've had Google Maps and Waze, and sometimes they take you through some side streets to save you 30 seconds or a minute or two, and it ends up being a more stressful drive than it would have been. Especially Waze at the beginning, it took me through some. Oh, I'm sorry. That beer. It took me through some impossible left turns that, if you live in Miami, you know that making a left on Flagler Street anywhere at rush hour is impossible. Mani Kam Sihong. Hi Robert, how are you? I'm doing great. Paul Falls, There is Bolsa Chica in California on the coast also. Bolsa Chica. Actually, I'm gonna camp at the Rincon Parkway, and I'm really looking forward to that one. Merry Christmas, Manny Kamshihong and Paul Falls, and they have a campground there as well, but you can stay overnight. Peter Brill, have you been to Area 51 yet? If not, there is a very interesting there, but way out of the course. I'm going now on this trip to the west. I'm gonna make it a point to get as close to where they send the black helicopters and the white SUVs to get you. CLT. True. Okay. True that. But you can plan a summer trip there, huh? I haven't planned my summer trip yet, but at some point I will. Although my summer trip is going to be to California with a layover in San Antonio because I wanted to go to California to. I already got tickets actually to VidCon, which is the YouTube conference. So that's gonna be my summer. Okay, let's continue here. Robert in the UK, the big airport is all shut. Why is all shut? What, the Heathrow? Lucky Dog, glad to see your persistence in your question. What is Lucky Dog asking? Did I miss Lucky Dog's question? I can't see anything. Did I miss something? Oh, Robert, what do you think of the Osmo Pocket? Okay, I see it now. It looks fragile. I like it, but it looks fragile. I still prefer what I have right now. For like really cool shots, I prefer my camcorder, and for selfie shots and inconspicuous shots, I prefer my Sony X3000, which is very wide angle, and I just point it in the general direction that I want to see if I'm coming into a restaurant and it works right. The Osmo Project is a very cool device, and I'm sure it has its merits, but it looks fragile. Like if you want to put it in your pocket, and I don't know. I'm right now. I'm really looking into something 360, and I haven't found the perfect one yet. So if you guys know of anything besides the Rilo, the GoPro, the Garmin, which is the one that I'm kind of thinking of, because the Garmin gives you, there's a way to make it give you like data, like your speed or the temperature, a bunch of stuff. Merry Christmas, Gary Damours. Merry Christmas from Massachusetts. Robert, love your videos. Do you have any videos of your Alaska trip, or are you planning on visiting Alaska again? I have several videos. You just have to actually, if you search for, I have a text message here from. Oh, I got an Amazon something or another. Never mind. Um, just search on YouTube for Traveling Robert, Dalton Highway, or Traveling Robert Alaska, and there's a playlist there with like 7 videos of me of Alaska. Bear in mind this was many years ago, and at the time I wasn't as good as I am right now, and in 10 years I'll be much better than I am right now. But yeah, 2 people are flying drones deliberately in this UK airport. So sad. They are all on. It's very hard to follow your comments, Paul. Someone using drones over a UK airport. Um, yeah, if you're gonna fly a drone, you have to be responsible. And even though sometimes I bend the rules, if you will, Like, I'm not supposed to drive to fly the drone here in my neighborhood, for example, but I mean, I'm just gonna fly it like 10 feet high, 20 feet high. You know, I'm not gonna like affect anything, that kind of thing. But I'm always very conscious, especially when I'm in an area that I don't know. I always check the Air Map app, and then I check the app that comes with my drone to make sure that it is at least somewhat okay to fly there. And in places like, for example, in national parks, I will not fly because there's a fine, and they've made it very clear. Even though 90% of the times it doesn't make sense that they wouldn't let you fly, like in the Everglades. It's not like I'm gonna fly into a stork or a blue heron, and I mean, but it's the law, and you have to abide by it. Let's put it that way. I mean, in Finland, actually, the drone laws are much more relaxed than in the United States. Hi, Robert, from Nair 070. Will you come to Maryland? I can't wait to go to Maryland. And I was going to spend some time in Maryland in the fall, but as you all know, that trip got cut short. Fada AS, hi, watch you sometime drink beer when you go to drive. How, well, drink responsibly, right? Someone is using drones, okay. Um, don't block Paul John, you know. Colombia 2727, you missed my last 20 questions. I'm so sorry, Colombia. If you can post it one more time, I'll probably see it. I'm so sorry. Uh, Robert, what do you think of Destin, Florida area? Is it beautiful? Destin, Florida is, in my opinion, best beach north of the Caribbean. Retired and prepping. Merry Christmas to you too. Paul John, there were two drone flights 900 meters from airport and 1 kilometer is the limit. It's a tool to ban drone licenses in UK, and you are a good helper. Hi Robert, your videos are amazing. What was your favorite road trip meal this year? Road trip meal this year? Oh, easy. The hamburger in Varkaus, Finland. That was the most unexpectedly amazing meal I've had this year, as a matter of fact. Just because I didn't expect to find such a great burger in Varkaus, Finland. And I've had many great meals this year. I mean, I went to New York, I went to Gramercy Tavern, and the meatballs were outstanding. I've been to many places, but that was the most unexpectedly awesome meal. Let's just put it that way. And it was just a burger. Sometimes it is just your expectation. I'm a big fan, not needed, of small planes, RC drones, and even have a 50-year-old RC helicopter. They just want to ban flying and grab this to do it. Paul John is ranting. Well, don't get into a fight over this. I get both sides of the argument actually, and I try to fly responsibly whenever I do it. Brenda Rodriguez, I just came across your NYC video, Robert, and love your narration style and sexy voice. Thank you. We just purchased a brand new RV this past April and plan to visit New York City. And New York City is a great city. Yeah, okay, you're talking about the ranting of Paul Jones. And happy holidays, Lawrenceville, Georgia. All right, Dick Shuttles, greetings from Miami to you. Obsessive compulsive. I'm a truck driver in the UK, and you can't trust USAT nav nowadays. You'll grow to love it. your sat nav. Matthew Fortier, Robert, I want to take this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Feliz Navidad. Keep up the good work. And Fahad, he does not drink until he's inebriated. What are you talking about? Hey, what did Farhad said? I now have to see the original comment. Oh yeah, about drinking and driving. I usually don't. I mean, if I have one beer, it's one beer. If I have more than one beer, I usually call an Uber. Gary Carter, can you tell us about your musical background? We sing and enjoy your theme song, all your music sharing. Well, I just put out a video about the story of my life, kind of, and yeah, being a musician most of my life. Carla, UPS chick, being retired military, we're gonna be staying at in MWR fam camps campgrounds. Very nice prices. Yes, they do. Not needed. I have only one burning question for Robert. Will you play us a guitar song, please? Of course I will. CLT. If you really want to see our questions answered on Super Chat helps. Thank you so much. Yeah. So many people ask him questions. He can only do so many questions at a time. Thank you, CLT. No, and you don't have to do super chat. I mean, if you really want, if I skip your question, just ask it again. But yeah, super chat does help make your question stand out for sure. This traveler, Robert's favorite road meal in his RV or in a restaurant. Well, it actually depends. I actually like to cook in my RV. It depends. If I'm at an area that has something really typical, like if I'm in the south and I can have some awesome fried chicken, I'm gonna go have some awesome fried chicken. If I'm in an area that has great seafood, like or the Keys or Maine, you know, I'm gonna have some great seafood. I'm omnivorous. I pretty much eat anything but bugs. So Joe Crotto, the best pizza I've ever had was in Germany in a pool hall. It was the best. There you go. And the best hamburger I ever had was in Finland. But the best pizza I've ever had was in New York, actually. I love to cook when in the RV and buy local ingredients, and the local ingredients are the best. I agree. By the way, how do you like this koozie? It is great. I love it. Robert, you should stop at the JPL laboratory in Pasadena on your trip to the West. A lot of cool stuff there to see and offer you a tour that you can sign up for. I would love to see the JPL laboratory in Pasadena. And I'm going to be very close. I'm going to be all around LA. And I plan to stay at Rincon Parkway. And, um, and my godmother lives in Santa Clarita. So Pasadena is close by. Mark Drennan, Robert Fahad said that he sees you drink beer and then get in your truck and drive, and I commented that you have a beer with a meal and you don't drink till you're drunk. Well, yeah, I try to drink responsibly. I mean, we're not perfect, but we don't drink and drive. And lately, especially since we have like in the cities, like in Miami, we have Uber and Lyft. Um, Sometimes, if I want to have more than one, I just take a ride sharing service. Okay, I see you guys are like fighting with each other. Hey, Bob Spencer, Merry Christmas, Robert. When are you planning a trip to Washington State area? Probably by late February, March. I will be up there, and I can't wait because I'm thinking just doing. I mean, I'm gonna do the coast, where supposedly it is not as cold and it doesn't snow and anything like that. And then I wanna drive into Seattle, Vancouver, and I was thinking of circling back through Victoria and taking the ferry into like Port Angeles, I think. But yeah, definitely. Farad, I'm sorry, but I like that man and I want him safe. Yeah, no, I'll be fine. Colombia, I've never seen snow in Florida, but I've seen a lot of snowbirds. Yeah, that's for sure. And it has snowed in Florida. In the Panhandle several times, and one it snowed in Miami actually, like a little bit of flurry, like in 1972. Red Jaguar, what do you think of Florida lobster versus Maine lobster? I'm gonna be the controversial one here. Honestly, I like Florida lobster better. And it's I mean, it's the thing. I love Maine lobster as well, but it's not fair to call them both lobster because it is a totally different animal. Maine lobster and Florida lobster. Florida lobster is more like the lobster we used to have in Cuba as well. You know, it's the same. It's we only eat the tail. We don't eat the claws or anything like. It's just the lobster tail. That's the Florida lobster, the tropical lobster, Maine lobster. It's a different animal, and and I like that one too. But to me, lobster it's more the Florida lobster kind. To be honest, it's more meaty, I guess. Maine lobster, it's more crabby. It's more in the family of the crab than in the family of the shrimp. The Florida lobster is more in the family of the shrimp, in my taste. I don't know, but yeah, that's just me. and and Mark Drennan, Robert, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and have a safe trip out west. I'm back home in Florida. I got to go and hope to see you on the road. Hope to see you on the road too, Mark Drennan. Whenever I visit Kentucky, I'll look you up. And Paul Jones won't take notes and no fighting or negative words. These guys should stay off. Some are toxic. Okay. AFC Gaming, watch my grandpa sing. And Bob Spencer, what sounds like a great route? Would love to have an IPA with you up there. Check it out. It's on the news. Okay. Robert, I breed illegal crayfish. Nothing illegal. Alma Morales. My mom is here, everybody. Say hello to my mom. Greetings to the viewers. Wish you the best Christmas. Blessing to everybody. May our world be filled with peace, liberty, and love. Hugs, Alma. Everybody say hello to my mom. She's in the chat. Alma Morales. Robertico, make some arroz con calamar. Squid and rice. Yeah, arroz con calamar is good too. Christina Mako, where can Z get here HKM Singh? Serena Lopez. Good evening, Robert. I hope you and your family have a happy, safe holiday season. Thank you so much. And we're gonna roast a big pork leg, and eat it. I have the breed that is genetically weird to say it's female, male, maybe crayfish. If you have one, I love crawfish. Also, by the way, I love all the seafood. Hello, Robert. Inspiring video of your history and path to the States. Thanks for sharing. You're very welcome. And this traveler, Alma Morales, Feliz Navidad, Mama. Have you done all your travel this year? Yeah, I might do a quick trip to the Everglades before the end of the year just to test my new hitch. But yeah, no more farewell. We might go to like to like Collier. What's it called? That campground. It's by Marco Island, the Collier State Park. Of the subject, lobster is overrated. Buy shrimp. I like both. I prefer lobster, as a matter of fact. A single beer shouldn't affect anyone but a child. Well, Brenda Rodriguez, Robert, come to visit Rio Grande Valley in deep South Texas. We're only 10 minutes away from the Mexican border. Rio Grande Valley. I was thinking of going to Big Bend. Is that near Big Bend? Actually, I'm going to look it up right now because why not? Because I love to look things up. And Rio Grande. No, Rio Grande what? I am getting old for this. Rio Grande Valley. Let me check that out. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna look that up more thoroughly. But I see there's a bunch of stuff. That's the Benston Rio Grande Valley State Park. It's like by the border. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna make it all the way down there, like to like Laredo area, but maybe. The trips of Elder and Leticia. Hello there, Elder and Leticia, and saludos to you guys. CLT, calamar en su tinta is the best. Yes. I haven't had that in a long time, man. AFG Gaming, my grandma loves your channel. She says you don't need to travel. You can just go watch Robert. Well, thank you so much. Paul John comments and don't believe what I said. Jonathan Mozingo, love your videos and of the Keys. I'm still trying to talk my wife into pulling the camper down there from Indiana in the next year or so. Incredible sunsets. And I'm trying to talk myself into going back into Indiana. Um, oh, you guys are still going about the drones. Cool. Joe Croto, hope to meet your mom next trip to New England. Yeah, maybe she can make it all the way up there. And I can't wait to meet you and your wife as well. Do 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 do. All right, everybody, let's knock it off with the drones. It's let's all fly responsibly and especially the newer drones, they won't let you like screw up real bad. If you try to fly near an airport, they just won't take off. Tampa John, need airbags with Pro Pride, too heavy. Well, I'm gonna check that out. My only concern with the Pro Pride is that those the weight distribution bars are really low. My trailer is really low to the ground, so I might bottom out at some point, but it's supposed to be really good. Collier Seminole State Park. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I might go. Not this weekend, but of course not this weekend. The weekend is today, but this coming weekend. Guitar song. What time is it? Is time for that yet? All right. Add me Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat anymore. You do have some toxic people in the chat about drones. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. Yesenia Garcia. Hello, Robert. Love your videos and how you incorporate your own music on your videos. It is so great, and what makes you stand out? I randomly start singing your intro song because it is so great. Robertico, visit Pelican Harbor Seabird Station. Thank you so much, by the way, Yesenia Garcia, for that comment. Ted Warg, what are your plans for New Year's? Well, New Year's I'm singing. I'm gonna be working. It's I don't do it as often anymore, but this is a good paying gig, and we're doing it with a big band, and I might broadcast it live on my other YouTube channel. We'll see. If you know my other YouTube channel, the one with the music, the one that is not monetized, I might do something like that. Other than that, I might do it on Facebook, or I might record it and post it later. But yeah, which might be my our this will probably be our last gig ever with a big band, because there's really not a market for it anymore. And who knows, after this gig we might get 10 more gigs next year, but I doubt it. By the way, everybody who's wishing me Merry Christmas, thank you so much. GC Arnold, hey Robert, you looked at the Anderson WD hitch? I use one in my Grand Design 2600 and I love it. Well, this hitch actually was recommended by a viewer, Jim from Ohio, from Osiris, and he actually talked to these guys at Prop Ride. Prop Ride is very similar to the Hensley hitch that a lot of people are using. It's they've made some improvements on the Hens. It's the same Jim Hensley design. So hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it will not be too low for my RV, because it is supposed to be like the best of the best, and it is very expensive. So hopefully, Harry West, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you and the Mozingos in Indiana. Yeah, thank you so much, and the Mozingos, Indiana. And Ivan Gotti, finally watched your video of your life story and enjoyed it. Thank you for captioning it. It's working here good too. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I ended up captioning it. I don't know how good a job they did. I'm gonna proofread like I always proofread all their captioning, but the company that I'm using they usually do a pretty good job. Ted Warg, are you going out west this year after Tampa RV show? I'm not going to the Tampa RV show. I'm gonna skip it, but I am going out west, and I intend to be in Arizona by January 12th or so, and then from there we'll see. Polly P, I'm not an RV guy, but I do ride my Harley all over. I do enjoy your videos because it gives me ideas on where to travel next. But being able to see those beautiful areas in your channel plus your commentary is great. Thanks, Robert. Well, thank you for watching, and I'm glad you enjoy them. And and I'm going to ban this person right now because you know one thing is free speech, one thing is hate speech, one thing is just being a dick. This Paul John, nah, don't mute Paul John, but uh, let's just yeah, exactly. Paul John, just let it go. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Ted Work, Quartzsite. I'm gonna be in Quartzsite. I'm gonna be in up in Lake Havasu. I'm gonna be in Phoenix. I'm gonna be and eventually I'm gonna make it to Los Angeles. I'll probably make it to what's it called, Death Valley, and I'll probably make it to Joshua Tree, and weather permitting, anywhere else that weather permits. Gator Dwight, thank you so much for that super chat. Hey Robert, your story to America is wonderful, and thank you for sharing such a great journey. Thank you so much, Gator Dwight. I really, really appreciate that super chat. Epic Blue Hedgehog. I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog. Keep up the good work. And Ted work, yeah, still going to Quartzsite. Sus Prang, Merry Christmas to Alma Morales. Thank you so much on behalf of my mom. And Carla UPS Chick, Robert seems. Robert, you seem tired or maybe fed up. No, I'm not fed up, but I'm kind of tired to be honest about it. It's been a couple of days of a lot of work. I've been trying to chew more than I can. No, more than I can chew. What's the expression? But yes, I'm trying to tackle a lot of product reviews and videos, and I did want to finish this Georgia, Alabama, Florida series before I departed to the West, and that's not gonna happen. But Fahad AS, time to sleep in Saudi Arabia. Good night for all. Good night to you, Farad. Thank you so much for being here. I know it is very late where you are, and Canal Pesquisa, I love your views. Thank you so much. Scott Horn, what size do you wear in t-shirts? If you don't mind me asking, you will know why I'm asking in a few weeks. Well, if you want to send me a t-shirt, and this is the new t-shirt. I'm a large. I usually large fits me well. Joshua Tree is awesome. Yeah, I've heard that, so I can't wait to visit that. Tampa John blew a tiring with Hensley hitched yesterday. Didn't even know it. Rim stuck in Tampa, 25 miles from home. What, first date out of fourth? Well, hopefully my tire pressure monitoring system will let me know if I blew a tire. Ted, you still have a bunch of states in the Northwest that you haven't been to. When will you be heading that way? Well, after Arizona and California, weather permitting, I know it's winter. And of course, I have no concept of winter being from here, from South Florida, but I'll be monitoring the weather. As long as it is dry and not too cold, I'm going to try to make it all the way to Washington State and maybe even Vancouver, Canada. And then I'm going to make my way diagonally back south. I'm probably not going to make it to the Dakotas or Minnesota or Wisconsin or Michigan, but I want to be in Los Angeles again in July because I signed up for this YouTube conference called the VidCon, which is like the biggest conference, and mainly for networking and meeting people. So I want to go to VidCon. So maybe as part of that trip. But yeah, uh, I still have a lot of states which I might not be able to finish this year. Let's be honest about it. Gary Carter, thank you so much for that super chat. Again, Robert, we have enjoyed your show so much. Merry Christmas, Sharon and Gary Carter. Thank you. Cheers. Salud. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate every, and I sound like Country Ryan Kevin now, but I appreciate every single one of you guys. I really do. I really do because if you guys didn't watch, if you guys didn't, and more than watching, it's the interaction, the feedback. That's what makes me want to continue doing this. Because one thing is to see, yeah, I got 5,000, 10,000 views, but it's even better is I've got 200 comments and 200 people who cared enough to to tell me something, to send their feedback, and that's the most important thing. So thank you so much, Gary Carter and John Hancock, wishing you and your family a safe and happy Christmas New Year from Australia, where it is morning. You know what? I can't wait to go to Australia. I read this book a couple of years ago, and it's an old book. And of course, it's this guy. He exaggerates things sometimes. It was called "In a Sunburned Country," but ever since I read that book, I want to go to Australia, and I want to spend at least a month, if not two, and rent or buy an RV. I don't know. It's gonna be expensive, and drive around the outback and the whole country. Such a fascinating place. I mean, it's like made for me. Marzan Worldwide, thank you. I mean, Merry Christmas. I was reading Billy P. Bill P. Thank you for sharing. Merry Christmas, Robert, to you and your wife and family. Once you head to La Air, are you going to Seattle this trip? Thank you for your awesome content. And the plan is to make it to Seattle probably by March. We'll see. Epic Blue Hedgehog. And the idea is, since I'm gonna drive so far, might as well make it all the way to the northwest country of the lower 48. Right, I'm not gonna make it to Alaska this year, but yeah. Thank you so much, Epic Blue Hedgehog and Crystal Kitty Fam. Your Sunday morning videos really make my day, and I really appreciate that. It more than you can chow. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Have a great holiday. Thank you so much, Carla, UPS chick. And culture, lifestyle, travel. Ili looks like you're heading to Casa Juancho today. Maybe. Joe Croto, you bring people from all over the world together to talk RVing, and that's a good thing. That's the main thing that I like about this group. We all pretty much like the same thing, and it doesn't matter where we come from or what we believe in. It's we like to travel and we like to see new things and meet new people, and that's just great. Ted Ward, you're amazing, Robert. Thank you so much, man. Marion Silly, I just want to tell you how much my husband and I enjoy your travels. We watch your videos every day. Thank you so much. Sus Prang, Merry Christmas to all of us Pelican Heads. And I think we're running a little long here. So I'm going to grab my guitar very soon here and sing you a song. And we're going to enjoy the holidays. By the way, this is the last live video of the year. Next Friday, I'm probably not going to make a live video. As I said, I'm I'm thinking of taking a road trip to the Everglades and actually taking one road trip, like vacation road trip. I might take my camera, but I might not even take as much video. Um, I need some downtime, and that's what I want to get. So, and in the Everglades, sometimes the internet is really bad, so I'm not even gonna try to make a live video. So the next live video is gonna be in January, and uh, Big Duke X, you will be amazed with Australia. I'm sure I will. Um, I'm really looking forward to it. But I wanna do like the whole thing. I wanna maybe just Sydney seems to be like the logical place to make a base out of. But then I wanna drive up the East Coast because that's where the coral barrier is and all the nice beaches, and there's a lot of good stuff there. But then I want to drive west, into Canberra and Melbourne and maybe even Perth, all the way out west to Perth, and then back to the center and drive north into Alice Springs and see Uluru, and then all the way north, all the way to Darwin, and then back to Sydney. That should take at least 2 months, right? I mean, Australia is the size of the United States, pretty much, more or less, give or take a couple of miles. So mm, I'm going to get my guitar. Hey, this traveler. Are you making fun of me, man? Looking forward to see your take on it. Yeah, definitely. That's one of the. You'll be welcome in Australia. I love the sunbird country. Thank you so much, John Hancock. Juan Catalina, I want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Awesome. And you're number one. And you are number one. God bless you. Thank you so much, Juan. And Cesar Duani, Robert, you are a typical Cuban, making jokes all the time. I tend to do. I really like your story from Cuba. Your videos are addictive. Thank you so much. Can you do Silent Night? I can do Silent Night. Missouri lobster. I didn't know you had guys had lobster in Missouri. And it's happy holidays to you and your family. I am new to your channel and I find it very helpful as I'm new to RVing and I'm losing my voice. But welcome to the club, AI Ace, and thank you so much for being here. And Juan Catalina, no, don't worry, you're late. You're fashionably late. Let's put it that way. Yeah, let's play something for. Maybe I need some beer. And I never told you what beer I'm really drinking today. But isn't this cool? This cozy. And then in the back, it has like mile marker 0 of US 1. But in the front, it has like the 90 miles to Cuba southernmost point, like that buoy. It's really cool. I really like it. Can you tell my nephews Richie and JB? Hello, hello, Richie and JB or Jabe. Love your videos. Thank you so much. Let's do a version of Silent Night. Oh, lonely night. All is calm. Oh, all is bright. Sleep in heaven with peace. Sleep in heaven with peace. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I'm riding in my RV wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free, my RV, I'm riding in my RV wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my. Thank you so much, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays if you celebrate something else wherever you are in the world. And very, very happy, and prosperous, and positive 2017. In my RV. Good night, everybody. Happy Friday. And I will see you next year.